go over CDLP. Alright everybody, my name is Jeffrey Jansen. We're going to go over CDLP, Commercial Driver Legal Plan. If this is backwards, I apologize. Just to get this straight, I am Jeffrey W. Jansen, Legal Shield Associate. I am an independent associate with Legal Shield. This stuff is not approved at this time by corporate. This is just me giving classes to my team. Once again, we are going to go over the basic commercial driver legal plan. Alright? And anybody else that gets this has to be invited and get permission from me to be able to review these particular videos. Alright, now the reason why we're going to go over basic commercial driver legal plan is because a lot of people are getting everything mixed up. They're getting it switched. They're not understanding the pure basics of the commercial driver legal plan. As of 2015, payment towards these plans changed a little bit for all associates. However, understand this, with 5 million truckers on the road today, only around 15 to 16,000 have some kind of coverage in the legal field. Truckers are not aware we exist, so they do not feel that they need our services because they don't even know we exist. Once they know we exist, then you have to get past a lot of those other companies out there that have falsified what they can and cannot do, that gave us a bad image. However, it is not us that gave the bad image, it was other companies that made false promises. That's the reason why anytime and anything, whether it's family legal, individual legal, CDLP, whether it's identity theft, always undersell to a person, never oversell. Because if you oversell and you offer something that we do not do, then we are going to lose that member for life. And remember, with no termination fees, no legal fees, or, when you have no copays, no termination fees, there's no reason for a person to stay on if you lied to them. And in fact, I'd be one of the few people to tell them, do not use us if somebody lied to you. The reason why is because we don't want to be lied to and told something that a company can do, so let us not take into those footsteps. Alright, now let's go ahead and get started. First off, we are going to go over when you first approach truck drivers, okay? Now, a lot of people, I'm going to write a lot of stuff in red because I think red might turn up better. First thing I want you guys to understand is how do you dress, okay? D-R-E-S-S. Now, a lot of you may get mad at me because I break things down Barney style, which means I kind of go at a slower pace so that you all understand. Look, these are truck drivers. This is not going into a regular business. This is how I am doing it. This is the way I've been doing it. This does not mean it's the proper way or the proper etiquette. However, when you go in front of the truck drivers, not the owners, but the actual truck drivers, understand this. They don't want to hear a salesperson. They don't want to see a salesperson. They could care less if you're selling things. So you're not a salesperson. You are here to help them come to an educated decision on something that they may or may not need. Never back them in the corner. Never tell them they have to get something. Always be respectful with them. But understand this. They need you. They need us. So the first thing is you want to know how you dress, okay? And this is one of those few times I'm going to tell everybody, look, a pair of khakis, a collared shirt looks great. A pair of jeans, with a pair of boots, and a nice shirt works fine, okay? If you go in front of truck drivers in a sweatshirt that says Legal Shield and with a sports coat, that's fine too. But always be presentable, but you don't have to look like you're a business person. Okay, these guys, they're going to be rough. You're going to see them in all types of clothing. To them, their livelihood doesn't matter what they're wearing. Their livelihood is getting in that truck and going. So make sure you dress accordingly per the drivers you're going to be talking to. Normally what I do is, because I like to talk with military construction workers, I always will either wear khaki, like a little bit of a baggier khaki, and with pockets on the sides, or I will wear jeans, okay? Make sure your jeans don't have any holes or anything in them because you still want to be presentable. Wear a collared shirt, a nice polo shirt would do, a sports shirt, okay? Now, when you go in front of truck drivers, you do not have to wear your name badge. The reason why I say you don't have to wear your name badge is because here's what you need to do to every one of these. You need to walk up, you need to shake their hand, you need to introduce yourself to each individual one. It may take a couple extra seconds, but you're going to find out that if they get to know you and they know who you are physically and you shake their hands, you tell them how they're doing, they're going to know you and you don't need a name badge, okay? We are not a business. We're not here to sell them. We're here to help them come to an educated decision on something that they need. So, dress accordingly. That's all I want to do with the dress. I want you to dress accordingly. So a lot of people ask me, how do we dress going in to talk to truck drivers? You're going to dress accordingly. You can wear jeans. You can wear a collared shirt, okay? Whenever you're going up to them, remember, they don't care what you look like. They don't care what you're wearing. All they care about is if you tell them something that they want to hear that's useful in their world, okay? So our first course today is how do you dress? You dress accordingly. Now, one of the things I always suggest is try to wear the colors of the company that you're going to. Always represent the company. Always pretend like that's your company or that you work for that company that you're going into. So you want to dress accordingly, also according to what the company wears, because that impresses the company. They know that the company, it means something to you. It's just not another thing you're going into. You know, you want to take pride in the company that you're talking with and the drivers you're talking to. So make sure to wear the colors. A lot of companies are red, green, some are white, some are black. There's all different kinds. So get a couple polo shirts that represent the company that you're going into. And by the way, I don't care if you're male or female, okay? It does not matter, but make sure to dress accordingly to the company you're going into. So if you don't have those color shirts, white or black you can never go wrong with. So either wear a white shirt or a black shirt. Those colors you can never go wrong with. But if you're going into a company and you're wearing a green colored shirt and their enemies, or they're not their enemies, but their competition wears red and you're wearing green or vice versa, then that could be an instant turn off, okay? That's the reason why sports coats are nice, to wear a sports coat in somewhere so you can just cover up whatever you have on. Also, it's not always appropriate to wear legal shield. The reason why I say that, and yes, you all will see me, I wear it quite a bit, but if I'm going into a company, I will actually cover it up because I don't want anybody knowing who I am right away. Not because I don't believe in our company, but because I do not want to give the wrong impression or somebody to be able to stop me before I get in the door based on what the name I'm wearing is. You have to sell yourself when you're going to these companies. If you cannot sell yourself, then you're not going to get very far. The reason why is because they're trusting in you. Okay? This is part one. This is what we dress, how we dress. We're going to go into part two after this.